Tonight only on Fox, an inside look at a sordid killer among us. How he was able to live his secret double life for many years in our community, in his family business, and his marriage. You will see for the first time his own preserve of perversion that until tonight has only been seen by law enforcement. Jeff Gorton is serving life without parole. In 1983, he raped, tortured, and killed University of Michigan music professor Margaret Eby at the Mott Estate in Flint. In 1991, Gorton murdered flight attendant Nancy Ludwig at a Detroit Metro Airport hotel. Some say these were the greatest unsolved murders since Jimmy Hoffa. New technology traced an old fingerprint to Gorton's minor criminal past. DNA from the two victims confirmed Gorton is the killer.
He was not one to discuss the facts of the case very much.
A jury convicted Gorton in the Ludwig case. He pled no contest in the Eby case.
Jeff Gorton raped, tortured, and murdered my mother. The selfishness and evil that drove him to abuse her as he did defies humanity and God himself.
Before he got the automatic life sentence, the judge asked if Gorton wanted to say anything, explaining himself.
I have nothing to say right now.
That just adds to the mystery of this killer among us.
Talked to him at least a couple times face to face.
I've talked with Jeff 10, 15, maybe even 20 times.
He was careful enough to watch what he said.
To say what makes him tick, Jeff always played it close to the vest.
Gorton worked in a family-owned lawn sprinkler business in the Flint area. He was a serviceman, yes, going into thousands of homes and businesses over the years.
If anybody saw him and thought he was a little strange, they knew his family, so they said, well, he can't be a bad guy because his family's nice.
Customers would leave him keys or codes to get in and work during the day while they were gone. It opened the door to feed his fetish he had since he was 5, stealing women's underwear.
At last count, there was several hundreds of female undergarments found in his home, some with tags with dates and places.
In 2002, when Gorton was busted for the murders, cops searched his Clio home. They found his huge private stash, hidden from his own wife and 2 kids.
Fact is stranger than fiction.
So we had an administrative storage area back here from when the jail was open.
This is one area you never want to visit.
And we cleaned out the old files and things that were in there.
One room isolated for one reason.
It's the only evidence that's in here.
For the first time, a public viewing of the mountain of evidence of Jeff Gorton. And this was all in his house. Nobody knew it existed.
Well, they say they don't know, so.
In these boxes and bags are the thousands of women's underwear Gorton collected as part of his deep-rooted psychological problem. Some of these dating back to the 80s. He was first caught for being a petty panty thief.
Cross-dressing can be innocent, but in this case, obviously, there is something more hideous behind it.
Still waters run deep. He was very quiet on the outside, did not allow anyone really to know what was going on inside of him, including me.
The evidence bags have red tags, biohazard.
There could be body fluids and things on there. By OSHA requirements, we have to put biohazard on if it's an undergarment or something like that.
Gorton never allowed any doctor to get completely inside his head, leaving only speculation why he tied, tortured, and raped and brutally stabbed his 2 known victims.
He may be a sociopath, meaning he does not have a value for human life that goes back to never really bonding with a parent.
And if you think all of this is bad, just wait. Take a look at this videotape, innocently labeled underground water sprinklers. But when cops played the tape, they found a private one-man fashion show. Gorton modeling, dancing around, in the underwear he collected.
I have no need to see that. It had nothing to do with the murder case.
He was acting out something from his past that was not resolved.
The underwear belonged to some very prominent people. He even tagged many of the items with their names. Now, police would call them one by one. The women he stole the underwear from, they had no clue. They didn't know.
No, sorry, but we've got some disturbing news for you. We found a garment with your name on it that says it came from this address.
The evidence will remain locked up and preserved for years, just in case Gorton's DNA can be linked to other victims.
Some piece of evidence might be the missing piece to a puzzle that'll solve another crime for another family somewhere.
When cops were trying for 16 years to solve these cases, they thought they were looking for a monster. They found the guy next door with very deep roots.
How does a man do that? He gets married, he has kids, he has a job.
Jeff Gorton is serving his life sentences in the state prison in Lenawee County. He could someday talk about more crimes he committed as the killer among us.
At some point, Jeff may be more talkative about what makes him tick.
I'm willing to talk to him at any time.
Gorton's victims' families are now suing his family for knowingly letting Jeff, a convicted sex offender, on the job and into thousands of homes. Gorton's wife has disowned him, changing her and the kids' last names. And how many others like him are out there? State police who worked on the Gorton case say in the Flint area alone, dating back to 1970, 450 murders remain unsolved.